Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a first impression. I hope you guys like this. Let me know if you guys like these kind of videos because I do try new products so often. So if you guys like it and you guys want to see my first impression on this foundation, then keep on watching. Now is my primer, and I do fake tan. You can tell my face is super white compared to my body. Now, this is the Immaculate Liquid Powder Foundation Mattifying Oil Free by Hourglass. And the claims are, the miracle foundation for oily skin. This breakthrough formula absorbs oil, camouflages imperfections, and delivers a long-lasting velvety matte finish without the need for touch-up. Fortified with cashmere oil clay, the foundation instantly transforms from liquid to powder and offers buildable medium to full coverage. So, I got the color beige, and I think it's going to be my perfect match because I'm usually pretty good at matching foundations. I'm just going to shake it, and it does come with a pump, which is nice. And I'm just going to squirt it on the back of my hand and then just start dotting it on my face. Then I am going to use a damp beauty blender. Now I do have some third cousins visiting on my face. Like all my cheeks right here. And I did moisturize pretty good because I feel like this is going to be drying even though I have oily skin. So it looks like it has good coverage, but it's still not covering my zits. I'm just gonna get a little bit more. It kind of smells weird, honestly. It smells like drugstore foundation. Like it doesn't have like any kind of floral scent to it. It's not my favorite. So the color match looks pretty good. Just not covering very well. It's still a light coverage. But it was only one pump, so. I would probably like a little bit darker of a color. I don't know how I feel about this, but we'll give it a chance. I feel like it is starting to settle into my forehead wrinkle, which is never a good thing. So it definitely is drying to a powder, I can see, but it's starting to look kind of cakey. It's not looking like fresh or anything. It's definitely looking cakey. I can, even though I have my primer on, which I put on the Dr. Jart Dissapore, I can see my pores like a lot. So that is one coat. I'm gonna go in with one more. See how full coverage that we can get this. Now it's covering pretty good. It definitely covered up my zit right here. It definitely dries down super fast. So bounce, 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 bounce on your face. I would say you have to go pretty fast. I feel like my pores are actually looking larger, which is not a good thing. It's definitely, my upper lip gets quite dry just because of my retin-A. It's definitely starting to crater around all those dry spots around my mouth. But it is covered, I mean, you can still see it, but let's just see how this wears during the day. All right, I think that's good and blended. I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm all done doing my all my makeup, and this foundation is super matte and super full coverage. It is gorgeous. I love it. It is flawless. I would definitely recommend this for oily skin girls. I'm gonna come back in a few hours and see how it's worn. It's definitely a mattifying foundation. So if you have dry skin, run for the hills. This is not gonna be a good foundation for dry skin. If you have oily skin, I would say this is a perfect foundation for you. This foundation is definitely a full coverage. I really, really like it. It is flawless. Let me get a little closer so you guys can see it. And this is in the color beige. And to compare it, I would say that the Kat Von D is a little bit more cakey than this foundation. I mean, it is a full coverage foundation, but it doesn't look like a mask or anything. I would say it's really, really pretty. I really am enjoying this foundation. It hasn't creased bad on my few wrinkles that I have on my forehead. So we will see throughout the day how it does wear, but I really, really like this foundation. I think that this was like $57, so it's a little bit more pricey, but it is gorgeous. I really, really like it, especially throughout the day where I am gonna get a little bit more oily. I don't know, I really do like it. It's really pretty. I did add a highlight, so don't let that fool you. This foundation is matte. It's a very matte foundation. So I will be checking back in a few hours just to give you guys a little bit of an update and see how it does control my oil. And I did not set this foundation. I didn't set it. I did use powder under my eyes just to set my concealer, but I didn't set it just to kind of show you guys the longevity of this foundation. So it's been about 3 hours since I put on this foundation. It is, I'm not gonna lie, it's getting a little bit drying. It's not like unbearable, but it's just getting dry. Let's just say that. It's getting dry. Like, it's starting to suck out all the moisture in my skin. Like, you can tell, like, around my mouth and on my forehead. Like, look, you can see that. It's just, it's a gorgeous foundation. You're just gonna need to moisturize really heavily. I'm oily, but I don't even think I can pull this foundation off. It's just, it's a little cakey looking, and it just, I don't know. We'll see how it wears longer, but right now I probably will return this just because I'm oily. I mean, see, look, you can tell on my forehead. Like, it's totally creating all this. It's making me look a lot older than I am. It's just creasing and looking real bad. I think that if you have like severely oily skin, I think that this would be great for you. But since I have dry but oily skin, like combination, but more towards the oily, this foundation would work for you. But if you have any kind of dryness in your skin, or if you use Retin-A, probably skip on this one. It's just like getting like cakey, you know what I mean? And no one wants cakey face. So we'll see how it is in another few hours. But I mean, it has really good coverage. It really does. If you don't have any lines or anything on your face, I mean, I'm only 25, so you can't, I look like a lot older because it's getting really cakey. Maybe that's because I put on 2 layers. Maybe if you only put a layer on, then it might not look like this. I don't know. I could test it out for you guys if you guys wanted to see just 1 layer. Maybe I'll do that on like a get ready with me. But for now, it's kind of like drying and uncomfortable. But yeah, that's for now. I will be back in a few hours. So my blush and my contour is still there though. So I mean, that's still intact. And my highlighter is still there. I did ask my husband what he thought of this foundation, and he said it looked cakey and it was getting all dried up by my nose, and he just said it didn't look like my normal foundation. So I agree. I don't like it. Okay, so this foundation has been on for 8 hours. I have not blot or anything. I'm looking pretty shiny, especially like around here and on my forehead. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but on my forehead, I don't know if I bumped something, but it just like completely came off right here. So, and like on my chin, it looks so disgusting. Like it's all like around all my little pores, and it's emphasizing that. Okay, let's see how much comes off when I do blot. So, not that much. I mean, a little bit, but it's not like so shiny to where I look like a disco ball. But this foundation is not very flattering. I don't know. I used to like full coverage foundations, but ever since I've gotten older, I just think they make me look even older than I really am. I don't like this foundation. On my skin type, I just don't think it's flattering. I like more of a medium kind of, I like a matte but luminous foundation, but I don't like one that looks cakey. I do definitely prefer my Laura Mercier and my Givenchy. I will definitely be taking this foundation back just because of how expensive it is, and I'm just one that can't wear this foundation. It just does not do anything for my skin. I mean, it looked gorgeous when I first applied it, but just after all day, I don't want to wear it and think that people are looking how bad my skin is all day. I don't like this foundation. Maybe if you had perfect skin and you needed it for a special occasion or something, maybe that would be good, but I probably won't be putting this on any of my clients or wearing it myself again, so I'm just gonna return it. Alright you guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys like these first impressions, please let me know down below. And if you guys want to see any kind of new fun makeup looks with my new Visart palette, then please let me know down below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye!
That's Chloe.
Is that Chloe?
Mm-hmm.
Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. Okay, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.